Hello. Okay, so we're gonna do a workout. I'm gonna do a workout with you again today, like I did a few weeks ago. And we are gonna focus on compound moves. So compound moves are when we're combining two different moves together. It's going to work two different muscle groups, and you are gonna get your heart rate up when you have a compound move. So the point of that is we are trying to get the most bang for our buck while we are short on time. So if you only got a few minutes to work out, 10 to 15 minutes, this is a perfect workout for you to do. Right? Okay, so we're gonna start with a warm up. We're gonna go ahead and just take your arms. Let's do some nice circles. So keep your core nice and tight. Oh, for this workout, you're gonna wanna use a medium weight because we're gonna combine upper and lower body together, reverse the other way with big arms. When you work both muscle groups, you're gonna want to work with a lighter weight instead of going like super heavy. From here, let's reach over and tap your opposite foot to your opposite hand. So left hand, right foot, right hand, left foot. And coming on up. Let's do that a couple more times. Reach and extend. Reach and extend. Let's do two more. Reach and extend. Last one, reach and extend. And last move we're gonna do, we're just gonna march in place. You're gonna go pull one knee up past your hip and bring it down. Lift and down. So you're really locking that core tight, squeezing the glutes, driving the heel down from the supporting side, and just kind of grabbing your balance for a second. So you'll notice if you're wobbly a little bit, that's okay. You can pull your arms out to the side. Whoops. You see I'm wobbling a little bit. I was sitting all day, so this is my first time moving for the day. Okay, great. So we're not gonna work with a time frame like we did last time. We're gonna work with just reps. So you're aiming to get 10 to 12 reps in this set, when we're doing these moves. So first move we're gonna do is we're gonna do a sumo squat with a bicep curl. That was John just walking on by. Okay, so we're gonna do a sumo squat. So your knees are pointing out over that second toe, standing up nice and tall, and then doing your bicep curl. Okay, your second move we're gonna do is gonna be a deadlift into a row, and then standing back up. So we're gonna do these with weights. So I'm just showing you what it looks like without a weight. Okay, and then the third move, we're gonna go to the floor and we're gonna do V-ups. So we're gonna do 10 focus exercises there, okay? So you're gonna grab your weight. You guys ready? So grab your weights. And we're gonna start with a sumo squat into the bicep curl. Now, if you are just getting used to exercise, and this is new for you, you don't have to use a weight for this one. You could just do all body weight movement. Okay, ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do a sumo squat into a bicep curl. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Can you do 2 more for me? 11. Last one. 12. Good, bring it down, shake it out. So my medium weight I used was 20. It was actually a little bit heavier for my arms because my max for a bicep curl is a 20-pound, but I'm just at the cusp of getting that 25. So you're in phase 1 and you're just getting used to exercise. Whatever weight you're working with is awesome, right? So just getting your body used to the movements and getting your body used to exercising, right? That's the whole point. When you are in phase 2 and phase 3, you are working on really building muscle. That's when you're really focusing on upping your volume. So if you get to 12 reps easily with that weight, that means you need to up it. So for me, I did 12 reps with those bicep curls, and I was struggling those last two. So I need to stick with those 20s for a little while before I'm ready to go up to those 25s. Okay, so just gauge with your body and where you're at and focus on that. Okay, ready for that deadlift? Here we go. So you're gonna send the hips back, core tight. We're gonna go into your deadlift, pull the weights up to your pockets, lift them down, and stand up nice and tall. Let's keep going. We go for 2. Lift, lower, and stand. And 3, really locking that core so tight. And down, squeeze, lower, and stand. And down, squeeze. Making sure your back is super straight and flat. We're halfway through here. And stand. And 7. Really squeezing those shoulder blades together. Like if you had a walnut in between the two, your shoulder blades could crack it. Right? Cracking it and lowering and standing tall. Down, lift, and go down. And squeeze, lower, stand, and down. We're gonna go one more. I believe I lost count. Anywhere from 10 to 12 here. I'm gonna add one more, just for safe. Just make sure I'm safe in there. Okay, and dropping it. So you're working the whole back side of your body, in between the shoulder blades, your glutes, and your hamstrings. Next move, you're gonna come down to the floor. Now, if you are not somebody that can go to the floor, that warm-up move that we did, working the core, you're gonna march in place and do your abs here. Come to the floor with me, everybody else. We're gonna do 10 V-ups. Okay, so here's the move. You're gonna go all the way down with your hands. Everything comes all the way up. If you're not here yet, you could just reach up, do a sit-up, okay? Or you could just give me a couple crunches. Pick your poison. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go with your V-ups. 1, 2. You're trying to come up all together. 4. We're going to go ahead and do 10 of them. 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. Woo! And last one. 10. Ooh, good. And we're going to come on up. And we're going to go back up to the top. Okay, so you should feel all that in your tummy muscles. And you're going to feel your heart rate elevated because, like we talked about in the beginning, you are combining 2 moves together to get the most bang for your buck. We're going to go right back to the sumo squat and to bicep curl. If you are not ready to combine 2 moves together, you can just do your sumo squat. It's perfect. Okay, ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sumo into a curl. 2. I have to count or I'm gonna lose it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keeping that back tall. 9, 10. 2 more. 11. And 12. Bring it up and lower it down. Good. Whew. So you should feel the heart rate elevated. If you do, you feel your biceps burning, you feel your inner thighs burning and your glutes, that's a good weight for you. All right, we're gonna go into our deadlift in a row. I'm gonna face you so you can see my form this way. My feet are right underneath my hips. I'm locking my core tight, and here we go. Deadlift. Elbows in, lower, and stand. I'm gonna count, I'm gonna lose count. 2, and lift, and 3, lift, lower, and go, and 4, lift, lower, and stand, and 5, lift, lower, and stand. And 6, when I'm in my hinge, I'm really squeezing my glutes. Lower and stand. And 8, lift, lower, and stand. And 9, lower, stand. 10. Making sure you're keeping your knees tracking over that second toe. One more here. And the last one, 12. Lift, lower, and stand. Woo! Good, so you should feel the back working in between your shoulder blades. Your glutes, notice we're focusing on the glutes today, and that core. Let's lay down for those V-ups. If you need to modify, guys, it's totally fine to bend the knee when you're doing this, and you can come up this way and lower down, okay? Here we go, 3, 2, 1, here we go. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, I'm gonna bend my knees these last 3, 2, and 1. So V-ups are really, really challenging. If you hadn't noticed, the last couple ones, I definitely modified because I could feel my low back coming away from the floor, and that is what you don't want, because that means you're not really locking in the lower abs. For me, I was really tired here because these are weaker for me than up here. All right, grab those weights. Pick your poison. Maybe you need to up the weights this round. Maybe you need to lower them. Whatever you do, let's do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Down and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Woo! I almost couldn't do that last curl. My biceps are feeling it. Another thing is that I did arms yesterday. So that's another reason why I'm lifting a little bit lighter today, is I'm gassed out from my workout yesterday. You should have at least 24 to 48 hours of recovery from a high volume workout, because like today, it's harder for me to get those reps in. All right, here we go. Next move, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Deadlift, row, lower, and stand. And 2, lower, and stand. And 3, lift the weights, lower, stand. And 4, and stand. 5, lower, and stand. And 6, lower, and 7, lower, stand. And 8, lower, 9, and 10, and 11, and 12. Lift, lower, and bring it down. Good job, guys. All right, down to those V-ups or modified, or again, standing marches. Let's hit the floor. I'm gonna modify just because I'm a little tired today. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So I'm gonna keep my knees bent the whole time because I really want to feel my lower back on the floor. Like I said, that's something I've been working on. My core strength and the function of my core as I'm doing a movement. Sometimes lift and lift. I got a phone call, so I lost count. And I'm gonna say that's 10. Woo. All right, we're gonna do 4 rounds in total. Like I said, most bang for your buck. So probably got a few minutes to work out. I'm getting as much as I can in. We're not gonna mess around. I'm actually gonna drop my weight. I was using 20s. I'm going down to 15s because like I said yesterday, I lifted heavier. And these weights are really cool because I can change them and drop them 5 pounds at a time. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down and lift. That feels much better. 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I can really keep my shoulders down, my elbows to my side, my inner thighs engaged and working here. Keep your count, because when I'm cueing, I'm losing it. 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. Again, shaking it out. So I'm gonna go back to my heavier weight. I'm gonna go back to my 20s with my rows. Here we go. I'm gonna turn to this side again for this one. Listen, also, if you're getting tired, deadlifts are not your wheelhouse. You can always just do that standing hinge, body weight hinge, okay? So if you're getting really tired, it doesn't feel right in your body yet, just go ahead and do that hinge. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we go. Down, lift, lower, and stand. And 2. Lift, lower, and stand. And 3. Lift, lower, and stand. And 4. Lower, and stand. And 5. Halfway here. 6. I'm really feeling it in my shoulders. 8. 9. 10. 2 more. 11. And 12. And lower. Woo-wee! As you can tell, this is not easy. It should not be easy, right? Okay, we're gonna go to the floor, you'll focus on the core. This is the last move, and I'm gonna give you a quick stretch. But this is it. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Lift up, and down, and 2, and down, and 3, and 4. This is our halfway point. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, and 10. Woo-wee! Woohoo! All right. Nicely done. However way that looked for you, I have a hair in my mouth. I don't know if it's a dog hair or if it's my hair. Sorry. It was really bothering me. Anyway, no matter where that was for you, no matter what weight, if you were body weight even the whole time, or if you challenged yourself and really upped your weight system, wherever you're at, I am just cheering you on and saying, great job. It's not an easy workout, and you did it, and you showed up, and you did it with me today. It's not perfect all the time. Last time I was in my backyard. Today I'm in my living room. This is how I work out. My son's usually running around. We have something on the TV. My weights live right over here. This is how I usually work out. So this is literally a taste in the life of your coach, Caitlin. So anyway, let's do a little stretch. My hip flexors are tight, so I'm gonna go ahead and stretch them, especially after those V-ups. So one leg is down, one leg is planted in the ground. If you cannot go on your knees, you could go standing and stretch the same way in this position. You're gonna do the same thing with your arms. I'm gonna go ahead and lower it to my mat here. So I'm gonna tuck my pelvis under. Right away, I feel a stretch in my hips. And I'm gonna push my weight forward in that front leg. You should feel it in your hip. Squeeze the glutes of the leg that's down. So this is my left side. I'm squeezing my left glute, and I really feel it open up right here. To add intensity to this, you're gonna reach your arm overhead. I like to grab it and give myself a little pull. So you're gonna feel it go all the way up to your hip bone. So you're gonna feel that stretch from my quad out to my hip bone. Okay, I think my daughter's home from school. So we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna switch sides. Squeezing the glute, tucking the pelvis under, driving the hips forward. Squeezing that glute again. Reaching that arm overhead and grabbing it if you can. Does one side feel tighter than the other? It's very normal. Good, and releasing it. Let's stand up all together. You're gonna grab both hands in front of you, and I want you to stretch where your back was working in your rows. You're going to actually curve your spine, drop your head down, and I want you to take your arms like someone's actively pulling them, and you are gonna feel an opening in your upper back in between the shoulder blades. You could drop as far down as you need. Good, and release. One last stretch. You're gonna tuck your chin down to your chest, pull that belly button in, and just gently bend your knees, and you're gonna slowly curve your low back and drop the arms down to your toes or your shin or your knees, wherever you're at. You're gonna drop it down, and you are actively gonna stretch the back of the legs. Dropping your head, shake your head yes. Shake your head no, and just releasing all the tension in your neck. And pulling the weight in your heels, tucking your glutes, tucking your tailbone, squeezing your glutes, and rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Ooh, and standing up nice and tall. I feel my inner thighs. As I was standing, they were shaking. So I was burning in my biceps in those sumo squats, but man, my inner thighs were also feeling it. So that was a full body workout. Like I said, no matter in what phase you're in, no matter in what, skill level you're at with your exercise, all that counts is you're moving. It doesn't have to be this perfectly packaged workout. You just need to get up and find, if you do one move today and did 5 minutes, that counts than doing nothing. Building muscle is crucial for every single person walking on this planet. We all need to exercise. We all need to find a way to build strength. So I like making these little videos so you can see how to get the most bang for your buck. But I'm going to continue making these. So if you have any suggestions or any requests of specific muscle groups to work, let me know and I'll make them for you. Welcome to my workout, guys. Thanks for working out with me, and I will be in touch. See you later.